Welcome to Good Vital Mornings. Daily inspiration and that good music. Yes. Good Vital Morning. Daily inspiration and that good music. I'm your boy, your cousin, your big unk, all that, a bag of chips and a 50-cent juice. I am he, and he is me, Mr. P.L. Sweets, here to bring you that daily inspiration, morning motivation, right here on the Good Vinyl Mornings podcast, Monday through Friday. Weekends off. Can't find me, but you can create your own playlist of inspiration. So why don't you just like, subscribe, review? How about you share it, copy the link, share it. And if you are watching on YouTube, not only should you subscribe, but you should sign up to be notified. Do that. Head over to repurposenetwork.com for a collection of podcasts that this podcast is a part of. That is amazing and will bless your life. A lot of great stuff there. Now that we got that all out the way, have you ever wondered who's watching you? Have you ever wondered who's viewing you from the sidelines? You know, you gotta be careful how you treat people. But you know, I got the perfect song. Hey. Hey. Say what? Yeah. Y'all know about Slave. Yeah. Yo, I love this group. Watching You is off of their debut album. Watching You, in 1979. 1979. Now, those of you who don't know, they're from Ohio. Their band was really carved out after the Ohio Players. If you really listen to their music, they were really like the little brothers of Ohio, the Ohio Players. Now, the lead singer, who happens to be one of my favorite frontmen, Steve Arrington, joined the group in 75. And he was basically a percussion. I mean, he played with Sheila E. He played with her dad, Peter, and her brothers. And they pushed him out to the front to do lead. And then the magic happened. They had so many hits, but this song, Watching You, was their first hit all over the radio. And the crazy thing about Steve Arrington, when he broke off to do his own solo thing, I noticed that he kind of changed his message. Dancing in the Key of Life was one of his biggest hits as a solo artist. It was really a gospel song. Yeah. We'll get into that later. But anyway, you got to be careful how you treat people. It kind of underscores treating others with kindness, respect, and empathy. It serves as a reminder how we interact with others. I remember I was in a music store and this guy came up to me. He must have been in his early 30s. And he came up to me and he's like, "You don't remember me, right?" I'm looking at him. I was like, "Nah, not really." I said, "Where do you know me from?" He said, "Hey, I used to watch you DJ when I was a little boy. And you always treated me nice. You always answered my questions. You never said, 'Get away from me.' And I'm a DJ because of how you treated me. Not for what you did." He appreciated that. He appreciated me being a DJ. But he more appreciated how I treated him. And I just basically said, make sure that you do the same for somebody else. Because the same faces you run into going up will be the same faces you run into going down as you age, as you get into whatever business that you're in. The PA on the film that you treated really, really nicely will be the director or producer who hires you just because of that, aside from your talent. But how easy it is to work with you? Are you a jerk? Are you a diva? People will only work with you if they can tolerate you. It's kind of like the NFL player or the NBA player who, at the peak of their powers, the teams had to deal with them. But then their talents waned. And because of that, and because of their attitude, they said, we don't have to tolerate you. Not only will we not bring you in as a veteran on our team, matter of fact, we don't need you. Reciprocity and karma goes the same way. The idea of treating others how you want to be treated is universal. What you plant will grow. I guarantee. If you plant, I'm going to say this in the best way possible. I guarantee if you plant apple seeds under the right circumstances, water, sunlight, time, apples will grow. Oranges will not arrive. Peaches will not arrive. Apples will grow. If you plant hostility, you plant confusion, you plant diva, you plant all of those things, all of those negative traits, they will grow up and they will like, "Oh, I remember that." Have you ever been in the presence of a negative person? You say, "I'm never doing that again." And then you run into that person later. They're like, "Hey," you're like, "Yeah." You say, "Hey man, I want to talk to you about it." I remember how you treated me. I don't care how dope you are. You're not worth the headspace. Matter of fact, thanks but no thanks. You don't want to be on the other end of thanks but no thanks. The importance of kindness goes a long way. Sometimes the smallest acts have the greatest impact. The smallest acts, the smallest things have the greatest impact. I remember too many times my son would say, "Hey, Dad, you remember when you did that?" I'm like, "No." Had a great impact on his life. had a great impact on someone around you. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people. Treating others with kindness, respect, and empathy, it will build stronger relationships. It also creates positive environments. And aside from that, it can contribute to a more compassionate world. The way you treat people reflects on your character, reflects on your values. It's something that can resonate long after the interaction is over, years later, decades later. Be careful how you treat people. Because someone is watching you. You know how often, we run into little kids and their parents are like, why are you cursing? Because they hear you curse. Why are you acting like that? Because they see you do it. They're a reflection of you. Be careful. Somebody's always watching you. Someone's always watching you. Be careful how you treat people. Today, I want you to be kind to someone today. I want you to be kind to someone that you don't talk to. Someone, a stranger, someone you don't know, someone that you know that's really unappreciated. Someone's watching you. Somebody's watching you. Aside from that, God is watching you. He's always watching. Be kind to someone today. Love someone today. Hey, I'm going to say like my good friend Corrado always says, be good to yourself.